When my lawyers hit me and I saw the 66, I was like, I didn't say nothing about her marijuana thing. Only thing I did was post about it. I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm generally getting mad. Like, why is she mad? Because I'm reporting that she's, one of Papoose's chicks, and she's paying him, to come out and walk beside her and be in the ring. And Papoose ain't got no money like that. Let's just keep it a buck. Papoose ain't got no money. I'm like, why is she so mad? So when I saw the caption, I was like,
The internet did not slowly wake up that morning. It blew up. The drama started when Tasha K hit record and shared a shocking claim. She did not just spread gossip. She suggested there was a deep betrayal that could have damaged everything between Claressa Shields and Papoose. It all began with one short line about another woman connected to Papoose. That was enough to send social media into chaos. Within minutes, people were sharing screenshots, blurry hotel receipts, and rumors about a secret voice message. In the clip, a woman sounded nervous while a man promised to stay quiet. There was even a warning that Claressa must not find out before an important fight. Fans felt this was not random talk. They believed it was planned carefully with perfect timing. For years, Papoose was known for loyalty, and Claressa for strength and focus, so the rumors shocked everyone.
Claressa smoked on our platform, and that is not true. To my knowledge, Claressa hasn't smoked any weed. To my knowledge, Papoose didn't give her any weed. And so that was damaging, right? And so I apologize for that, Claressa, and apologize that came out on my platform. And so we have since changed the caption to something that was directed at what was in the content. And I told my team, don't be adding nothing extra. Don't be adding nothing. I know you're messy. I know, that's why I hired y'all, but don't add nothing extra, because then it costs me extra. And then I got to pay these lawyers, and these lawyers be $600 an hour. $600.
Was ready to talk. The internet didn't just react. It went to war. Twitter detectives pulled
The person close to the situation was said to be ready to speak out. And once that rumor spread, social media did not stay calm. It turned into a battlefield. People on Twitter started digging up old videos. Instagram stories from months ago suddenly came back into focus. A trip to Hawaii that once looked romantic now seemed questionable. Even a deleted caption began to feel like it meant something more. Then another claim surfaced. There were reports of monthly payments marked as support, and some online users insisted those payments were not related to business. Things took a more serious turn when sources said Claressa did not learn about this from gossip sites. She allegedly heard a recording herself about 3 minutes long. By the end of it, people close to her said nothing felt the same. This was not just about cheating. It felt planned and hurtful. According to insiders, Claressa had already sensed something was wrong weeks earlier. There were missed calls, late studio nights, and sudden privacy changes on phones that used to sit openly on the counter. At first, she tried to stay calm, but then a mysterious screenshot appeared in her direct messages, and that is when everything shifted.
Her being in Hawaii with Papoose, right? And Papoose's side chick allegedly popped up and said, I'm in Hawaii staying pretty too. Now, Remy Ma has already spilled the wine on Claressa not being the only one, and how desperate she's been over having Papoose by her side. I mean, she is, what do you call it? Like the greatest fighter, whatever, boxer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not negating what she's done, but she's obviously number one in her class. And so she's been winning a lot of belts, and she's that chick, right? I wouldn't want to fight her. I'm gonna stay in the house.
Landed in her inbox. At 2:47 a.m., it contained...
It all started at 2:47 in the morning, when a message landed in her inbox. She was not expecting anything unusual at that hour, but what she saw made her freeze. The message included 3 photos. The first showed a hotel booking in Hawaii under a name she recognized right away, even though it was not his real one. The second was a blurry selfie of a woman standing inside what looked like an expensive hotel suite. The third image was a short line of text that read, "Ask him who he was really with." The dates on the reservation matched a trip he had described as work-related. He had said it involved meetings, training sessions, and sponsor events. Now, those explanations felt shaky. According to people close to her, she did not react right away. She simply stared at her phone. 10 full minutes passed. She did not cry. She did not shout. She just sat there in silence, trying to process what she was looking at. While she was dealing with that shock in private, things were heating up online. Tasha K was already speaking on her platform, hinting that the man many people saw as loyal and devoted might not be who he seemed. She claimed a woman had contacted her with proof that could shake up not just a relationship, but an entire image built over years. Then she said one sentence that set everything on fire. "Y'all think Claressa the only one?" That question spread like wildfire. Within hours, fans were digging up old interviews and clips. In one video, he avoided direct eye contact when asked about commitment. In another, Claressa laughed off relationship rumors, but viewers now said her smile looked forced. Comment sections turned harsh. People wrote things like "check Hawaii," "follow the money," and "look into that villa." Then came an audio clip that started circulating in private chats before going public. The recording was distorted, but you could still make out a woman's voice sounding upset. She said, "You told me she was just for show." A man's voice responded in a low, urgent tone, "Don't do this right now." That short exchange was enough to push the internet into chaos. Tasha K went live soon after it started trending. She appeared calm and confident. She claimed she had heard the full version of the recording and said it was even worse than what people had heard. Then she added something that changed the direction of the story. She suggested money was involved. "Somebody's paying somebody," she said. Screenshots began spreading that supposedly showed monthly transfers. The payments were labeled as consulting fees, travel costs, and other normal business terms. But one note caught everyone's attention: "Appreciate your silence." That line alone fueled thousands of theories. People connected details quickly, building a story piece by piece. According to insiders, Claressa eventually confronted him in private. There were no cameras, no social media posts, just a serious conversation behind closed doors. She reportedly placed her phone on the table and played the 3-minute recording. As the audio filled the room, the tension grew heavier. By the time it ended, those close to them said the atmosphere had changed completely. He allegedly argued that the recording was taken out of context. He claimed the woman was obsessed and insisted nothing physical had happened. But then she asked a simple question: "Why Hawaii?" There was no quick answer. The Hawaii trip had been presented as strictly business. Yet another woman had posted photos from what looked like the same resort, with the same balcony view and the same infinity pool in the background. Her caption read, "Sitting pretty while they talk." The timing did not feel random. It felt intentional. As their private conflict escalated, Tasha teased another detail. She mentioned something about a second phone. That phrase alone caused a new wave of speculation. Online users began discussing burner phones, hidden numbers, and secret messaging apps. Old paparazzi photos were zoomed in to see if he appeared to be carrying 2 devices. Suddenly, every missed call and every unanswered text looked suspicious. Around that time, Claressa posted a short message: "Don't confuse loyalty with convenience." It gathered millions of views within hours. He, on the other hand, stayed quiet. No public denial. No detailed explanation. In the age of social media, silence often feels like an admission. Later that night, another supposed insider claimed the relationship outside the spotlight had not started recently. They said it began during a rough period months earlier. Promises had allegedly been made to end it. Boundaries were discussed. But according to this source, the situation never truly stopped. Things became darker when rumors surfaced about group chats where people allegedly discussed how to handle the story if it ever leaked. Messages supposedly included advice on keeping timelines straight and not contradicting each other. One comment reportedly said, "She's too focused on belts." That line hurt many fans because Claressa's dedication to her career is well known. The suggestion that she was too busy winning titles to notice betrayal felt cruel. The next morning, Tasha hinted that lawyers might get involved. She showed what looked like part of a legal email, blurred but visible enough to spark more debate. She reminded viewers of her legal fees but did not back down. Instead, she promised one more major reveal. Behind the scenes, insiders say Claressa demanded complete honesty. She asked for passwords, call logs, and travel details. What she allegedly found suggested planning, last-minute flights, cash withdrawals before trips, a contact saved under a false name, even a calendar entry marked only with a flame emoji. At that point, the story was no longer about a simple mistake. It looked like a carefully managed double life. The final blow came when an anonymous account posted a blurry photo of two figures standing on a balcony in Hawaii. The caption read, "Truth always surfaces." People zoomed in, comparing body shapes, tattoos, and jewelry. Soon after, an alleged screen recording from the so-called second phone appeared. The contact name was saved as a business partner, but the messages were personal. "Miss you already. Next time longer. Delete this." The timestamps matched trips described as professional appearances. One message had been sent just hours after Claressa publicly praised him for being her support system. The internet paused for a moment, then exploded again. Even supporters who once defended him began asking questions. Why the secret phone? Why the fake contact name? Then Tasha went live again and played another recording. This one was clearer. A woman was crying. A man whispered urgently, "You promised you wouldn't call when she's around." Then came a line that shocked everyone. "I left her room to come see you." That statement suggested physical closeness, not just emotional connection. According to sources, Claressa finally broke down in private after hearing it. She reportedly asked one question again and again. How long? He claimed the audio was old and misunderstood, but tone often speaks louder than explanations. Soon after, rumors of a third person involved began spreading. Not romantically but strategically. Someone who allegedly helped coordinate schedules and avoid overlap. If true, that meant the situation was organized, not accidental. Financial details added more fuel. One payment was labeled Hawaii closure. The word closure raised even more suspicion. Was someone paid to stay quiet? Eventually, he released a vague statement about false narratives and edited clips. He mentioned manipulation and defamation but did not directly deny the relationship. That omission kept the fire burning. Claressa has not given a full statement. She posted only 4 words late at night. Respect isn't optional. Those words were interpreted in many ways. Now everyone is waiting. Will there be reconciliation? A public breakup? Legal action? Or something no one expects? What began as a quiet message at 2:47 a.m. turned into screenshots, recordings, and worldwide debate. And as long as new leaks continue to surface, the story feels far from over.